apparently is being looted at this time. This may be the flashpoint of the unrest. 30 young people throwing rocks. You can hear them impacting against cars.
This scene has really gone crazy out here right now.
Too many officers feel that if your face is black in this city, then you are viewed as a criminal.
You have brought dishonor to the city of Los Angeles, and you should resign.
There's tremendous tension in those streets. We hope it will not explode.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant not guilty of the crime of...
Strong reaction coming in to verdicts in the Rodney King beating trial. 4 police defendants are acquitted on all but 1 count.
August of 1965, the Watts riots. 1992, South Central L.A. riots. This is a very touching topic, but we're going to get straight to the point on this whole ordeal here. 15-year-old female by the name of Latasha Harlins. She was shot in a convenience store on March 16, 1991. Businesses that were owned by the Koreans. And I can touch on that because as a child growing up in South Central LA, walking into a liquor store, and I'm just looking for something to buy, and then here it is. Everywhere I look, I see this Korean following me in the store as if I'm going to steal something, which is uncalled for. And it's not right.
Yep.
And I experienced that in that time growing up in South Central LA.
I saw news coverage, helicopter shots of all these buildings, all these stores, all these gas stations, all these buildings on fire. Lots of smoke everywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know why this image always stuck in my mind. But there was a particular church that was burned down. I don't believe it was the same one, but actually come to find out that the church that my parents and I grew up in, that church was burned down during the riot.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was my only connection to the riots at the time, as far as just remembering a church being burned down and them showing it on TV.
Yeah.
And then coming to find out later that a church that the whole family grew up in once we came out to LA, that was burned down. So that's kind of the extent of my memory. So let me turn it around. Let me put my little journalist cap on.
Yes.
And let me ask you.
Go in, man. Go in.
What was your experience?
I grew up on 79th Street between Hoover and Figueroa.
Oh,
and
man. All right.
Like further down when you go to Vermont between 79th and Manchester was on flames. It was on fire. You see what I'm saying? And for me to see that from my window, living on 79th Street, everything just burned in the flames, man. Yeah, it was a lot of looting. It was a whole lot of that, and police could not even come into South Central LA because Chief Daryl Gates was like, nah, you know. And then they had to get the National Guards in and stuff. So, bottom line here, walking through these streets of South Central LA, and I still go through there from time to time, and I look at the history. I look back on just shaking my head like, damn, you know, all these things been burnt down, but it was burnt down for a reason. But this is another part of South Central LA. See? Look at that. And this area over here is a predominantly black community. See? As you can see. And right here where we're gonna go is where it all began, where it all happened with these riots. When you get to 81st, you're gonna make a left.
Oh man, we gotta get you something.
Give me that. Agitated, the maker from her breast. Then back to you to put the mic check to the test. I've been graduated and upgraded, so I don't test, I taste. This beats my meal and won't none of it go to waste. Top me down the crowd, leaving a verbal trace. She's fat like lace of this sector. When I abduct the mic, it's like an isolated incident going down. We all can feel me way down.
3 seconds into the tape, Powell strikes Rodney King in the face. 2 more days till May Day, watch us. 1 day like today, they'll realize there's no future without us. Or this place we call home. Licorice sticks staining our saliva, taco truck, church revivals, crunchy Carter clinics, liberated zone in the making, littered with the whispers of our sisters who taught us that our mission is home. Latasha Harlan taught us that we are more than the paper that they would have us cling to. Sisters who taught us our mission is home. Riddell Jones, we chant your name.
Papeles, tú no eres nada, ni como humano te tratan. Este es un mensaje para toda mi raza.
I'm out here in South Central LA on 81st and Vermont, you know, really holding it down. Los Angeles, California, Ethic Radio. Don't forget, go to ethicrecordfilms.com/ethic-radio, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And yeah, we just here, just wherever, you know, it all happened with the whole riots and everything, and everybody's coming together in the community. So, you know, I'm just glad to be blessed to be alive, to live to tell a tale, and still see that everybody's still coming together in South Central LA, Los Angeles. So we just been giving y'all a detour where I grew up, where I came from. I'm not ashamed to speak on where I came from. So, you know, again, it's a good day that, you know, we out here, right here at this community center collision. It used to be an Esquire Boys and Girls Club right here, and I used to go here every day after school. So now it's changed to Community Coalition and the Community Center. So this is all like my stepping grounds. I remember going to Lauren Miller up here up the street, and then I would walk down here on Vermont to go to the Esquire Boys and Girls Club at that time. So overall, it's been different, you know, but this is my roots, and this is where I came from, and it's just so good to see that, you know, everybody's come together. I found out about it on Instagram, so we said it was an event going on, a free event, so here I am, holding it down, y'all. A.C.Ceenno. Again, don't forget to tune in to Ethic Radio, all right?